Hello everyone, welcome back to Clusterbmilkshake Milkshake. I am your host along with poor puppet Mr. Chicken. Yeah, we're just dressing up as a 70s wife. Yeah. Okay. Today we're going to talk about how do narcissists ruin their relationships. And I'm going to read off something written from Elinor Greenberg. She wrote a book on narcissist borderlines and schizoid adaptations. And I'm going to read off to her what a lot of narcissists lack in their relationships and how we can't know, and how things can contribute to abuse in that relationship. Okay, hope that wasn't too much word salad, and here we go. One of the main things that makes a relationship last is something most people have never heard of, called whole object relations and object constancy. Now, I did make a video on this, so it's just a quick catch up, and then we're going to get into the abusive part, which I'm sure you guys love. Yes, talk about how narcissists are demons. Okay, here we go. What is whole object relations? Whole object relations is the capacity to see oneself and other people in an integrated, realistic, and stable way. This means that we can simultaneously be aware of our partner's strengths and weaknesses, and the parts of them we like and the parts of them we don't like. Okay, that's if you have it. If you don't, without it, oh God, sorry, God, fuck. We can only see our partner as either all good and lovable or all bad and unlovable. This means that when we see them as all good, we are blind to their real flaws. When we see them as all bad, we not only forget anything good about them, but we also forget any enjoyable and good experiences we had together. So I want you to remember this. In a narcissistic relationship, I only see the all good about you in the beginning, and when we fight, it's the all bad in that moment. Now, in my last relationship, I was looking at all the gray shit and I was just loving the good and bad. But when we fight, I don't remember nothing good about you, brother. Okay? Now, how does lack of object constancy? That was object relations. I didn't do the constancy part. I'm fucking this up, but I already did this twice, so sorry. All right. What is object constancy? Object constancy is the ability to remember our positive feelings for someone else when we are hurt, angry, frustrated, disappointed, or physically distant from them. The concept of object constancy also applies to ourselves. Without object constancy, when we are in a fight with our partner, we are likely to lose touch with the fact that we care about their partner. Love turns to hatred. Okay, so how does lack of object constancy contribute to abuse? When we lose object constancy with our partner, until we get it back, we see them as our enemy, not the person we love. We then are likely to treat them like an enemy who is trying to hurt us. This leads people to be willing to harm each other. You can also, this ain't no excuse, a physical abuser, okay? When they don't have this, you're not going to abuse the person that you love. This is why when you, your mind gets scrambled, somebody beats you up, afterwards they're crying, they have all this shame, oh my God, I'm sorry, I fucking blew it, and everything, and you're like, oh my God, they love me. And it really fucks with your head because you're like, they don't love me when they're beating me up, but they do love me when they're remorseful. You feel sorry for them and you forgive it. They also promise to never do it again until it happens again, right? Okay. If both people in a relationship lack object constancy, minor disagreements can escalate into violent fights. And this doesn't have to be physically violent fights, but very vile. Like, remember when I probably you don't, but when I made that video about the things that we say when we're splitting on you, and it feels like somebody else is driving the truck and we're saying all these vile things, and then things that we didn't mean in the moment. I mean, fucking everything fucked up I say because fuck you, but I know that I wouldn't have said them if I wasn't splitting. Does that make sense? Okay. So if both people, yes, we talked about that. People who an hour before were swearing their undying love for each other are now throwing coffee cups at each other's head. If one of the pair can be violent, this can progress into serious and very damaging abusive fights. Lovers can kill each other because they lack object constancy. Okay, so a lot of you are like, we were so in love just yesterday, and then we broke up today. We were talking about getting married and the picket fence and the house and kids, and we're broken up today. I was talking about moving with my partner in the future, just 20 minutes before we got into a fight and it was over. Now, he is no innocent in that, but I fucking was like, I'm done with this shit, and fucking left, so you can be having a wonderful moment and then like that, it's gone. Okay, this is not a planned event unless it was a reverse discard. But do you know what I'm saying? Not everything is a fucking malicious. Okay? In the end, she says, if you and your partner both have whole object relations and object constancy, your relationship will be more stable and you are likely to have fewer serious fights. If one or both of you lack whole object relations and object constancy, every fight could mean the end of the relationship. And this is why you get all the fucking breakups. Makeup, break up. Okay? So I hope that was helpful. All right? And I'll see you next time. What do we say? Have a great day. Namaste.